Two 19-year-old Melbourne teenagers are fighting for life in hospital in Thailand after their drinks were spiked at a hostel.
Yes, two teenage girls from Melbourne are fighting for their lives in Thailand after allegedly drinking poison cocktails in Laos. Let's cross to Thailand now and 7 News reporter Cassie Zervos. Cassie, thanks for joining me on the show.
Thanks for having us, guys.
And so what can you tell me about this situation, which has certainly got a lot of people in Australia worried right now?
Well, they're two best friends. They are on a gap year, often having a break from university, and they've been traveling to the Southeast Asia. We can now identify them as 19-year-old Holly Bowles and 19-year-old Bianca Jones. They've been planning the trip for years. This had come from their parents, their family, who have now rushed to be by their bedside. What had happened is they've consumed what they thought were cocktails late last week at a backpackers in Laos. And what they didn't know, it was actually laced with a deadly poison called methanol. Now, they've fallen ill, and it often can be first symptom is dizziness, loss of sight, could be gastro-like symptoms, but hostel staff found them and immediately called for additional help. Now, they weren't the only ones who have fallen ill. There's been dozens of other backpackers from all over the world who are also in hospital right now. And sadly, two Swedish nationals have passed away because of this drink poisoning. So it's incredibly concerning. Right now, we are in Bangkok. We've spoken to Holly's father. Understandably, he wasn't in a position to go on camera today. They're both critical. They're fighting for life. They're both on life support. So it's very much touch and go at the moment. That as you can imagine, just that utter every parent, worst nightmare. They're two 19-year-old girls. They've finished year 12. They're now at uni. They're having a gap year and troubling the world. And now they're two poor girls are fighting for life.
Yeah, what is a dream holiday quickly turned into a nightmare. Now, do we know anything about what the Australian government is doing? Is there any talk of, is there value of medevacing them back to Australia?
Well, what we found incredibly bizarre, we got wind of it yesterday through parents in the Bayside suburbs. So I'm talking Beaumaris, Hampton, Dandring, and Mentone in Victoria and Melbourne. Now, BFAT only got back to us yesterday after we made multiple media requests. This happened Thursday. So the families of the victims involved told us that they were notified that their daughters were very unwell Thursday, and they flew in on Friday. We found out about it on Monday, and you would think if there was a mass poisoning situation where there's young people or any of age, you would think that there should be an alert to say, hey, those traveling overseas to Southeast Asia, be alert, be aware of what you're drinking, because this is happening and it is very much real. We spoke to a doctor here in Thailand this morning, and he was saying that one shot can make you blind, two shots can kill you. It is incredibly concerning. And the thing with this poison as well is odorless. It doesn't taste like anything. So you're not drinking it and thinking, oh, this tastes really off. This doesn't feel right. There's a high chance these poor two girls had no idea what was going on internally, that organs essentially shutting down until, now they're on life support. Now it's almost too late.
Yeah, well, methanol, is used as an industrial solvent, but is often added to alcoholic beverages in some countries as a cheaper alternative to ethanol, especially if there's, some operators might be trying to dodge taxes on legitimate alcohol. And you go to some countries and the drinks seem very, very cheap, but, there can be a hidden cost, and that cost can be your life. So where does this go now, Cassie?
So right now we are waiting to hear back from the Department of Foreign Affairs. We're basically in their hands. I've spoken to Holly's father, and he is in Bangkok Hospital by his daughter's bedside. He said to us today, we are just trying to cherish every single moment we have because we don't know what's around the corner. As a parent, you just think, you as I said before, you get your kid through a certain point, the schooling, education, now at uni, and now they're faced with this absolute horror situation. And two 19-year-old girls just out traveling the world as they should, and Yeah, you cannot begin to imagine. So I think it's a huge warning to anyone traveling anywhere really, just to be aware of what they're drinking because, like I said before, there's a high chance that they girl had no idea what they were consuming in that moment. They thought they were having a cocktail and it was actually laced with methanol.
Yeah, absolutely terrifying. 7 News reporter Cassie Zervos, we really appreciate your time today. I know that you're very busy because this is a story that the whole of Australia is following very closely. Thanks for joining me on the Nightly Five.
Thanks for having me.